Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. What the is going on to my crypto? So I'm waking up. My stream failed from the other night for some reason. It got interrupted most rudely. Most rudely. Now we see this tweet here. Something about inflation being cut 10x. Steals value from holders and earners. Inflation is the enemy. So INC became a whole lot more rare in your existing farms. If people want it, they're going to have to buy it off you. If people don't know about it, which is going to be hard for it to go up. If we stop buying it, then it's also going to be hard. Also, we see positives for Pulse X burning becoming more scarce, and Pulse Chain also being more of a scarce token, slightly, versus when it was launched, mind you. Now, the pump.tires burns Pulse, which is good. And then Heart's Law, if things increase in value, things traded with them also increase in value as well. So these prices are bonded by the liquidity of their order books. In a world where supply and demand set price, scarcity is nice. Ethereum people, come on, come on. Welcome to whatever is going on. Now, do we go conspiracy world and think there is some master play going on in terms of what is potentially coming next? It's funny because I did do a stream literally yesterday where I was going, okay, what's better, a unit or farming in Pulse X? At that time, the APY, what was once 30% APY, is now no longer. So they're basically on par. If you were to, have this big chunk of money and you wanted to not invest, you wanted to find some yield, I have no idea what's going on now because yield is bad. Sorry, yield is now harder to get because of the halvening over on HEX. And if you want the same amount of yield you're getting from INC, then you need 10x the bags. I guess now it's really, really, really testing people in terms of the short term, because if you're making a living off of that, then maybe that sort of eats into what you were earning. Because you were basically, I'm assuming, selling. If you're making a living off selling it, it's the only thing I can think of. But also, I think it's a long-term play to protect something. I'm not sure what it is. It could be that, as the tweet says, it's inflation, and this is sort of a hedge against inflation. Not a hedge against inflation, but so something bad doesn't happen later on. So it doesn't become worthless later on. Maybe there's some models we're not privy to. But we'll have a look at. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm sure you've all heard the news. No longer breaking, but I woke up and checked my connections were all down. I'm like, what's going on here? And log on. I'm like, check the price of most. Hopefully does a little bit of a pump. But do people really now, if they're providing LP, if they were using any sort of, especially the INC token now, is anyone really going to be selling INC for the meme as opposed to like selling their Ethereum? Oof, oof. Now, I can't help but think, I just what is happening in the what's it called? Next was it Valentine's Day, Feb 14, the big large OA stakes are ending. So it's only been like about a day or two, and all havoc is just being wrecked upon all of the post chain. We got the meme coins coming in, just absolutely tearing people's minds apart. And then we got the INC yield is no longer what it once was, as we are probably all aware now. Now, if you're asleep in some parts of the world, this might come as a kind of a shock. So brace for it, people. Brace for it. Now, I wish I knew the. Now the question is, if you have any, if if you have any stable farms and it's not providing the best yield, does that mean, like, this is complete conspiracy realm thinking, but does it almost mean you're not encouraged as much to provide LP? Because I'm not sure what the staking LP is. Where would I check that? You guys know what I mean. That's new too. That wasn't there before. Before it was 1 ink per second. Now it's 1/10. Now, where is it? Liquidity, and then stable. Not connected. Sorry. But yeah, as I was saying, like if big if here, if the APR is not extremely high, and you're not encouraged to provide, not encouraged, but 30% was quite nice. Even 20% was quite nice. What was 8% is now 1%. And I can't help but wonder if it's like saying something along the lines of not pull your liquidity, because you want deep liquidity, right? But if you're like a big giant bag holder, this is probably not affecting you too much. But if you're smaller, maybe it's sort of becoming to the point. It's like, what is the point? To plug away, as I was making examples yesterday, even like $1,000 at a time. I can't help but wonder, say we do see violent, vicious, glorious, unbelievable green candles to the upside across all of Pulse Chain, because for some reason INC jumped. I saw that 60%, but people are probably going to, well, they might dump. I'm not sure now. Because there is everything's up, basically. Everything's up. Pulse is at half sack. Pulse X is like third sack. 1/3 sack. Hex is still like just ticking along barely. And now you're not getting much yield over on Hex. And now INC all of a sudden is a lot scarcer. So to get back to our glory days, people, we need to see $20 INC. 20, is that right? Is that so? But $20 INC would mean that can't be right. Are my calculations right, chat? $20 INC would equal APR of 70%, and liquidity would. And then imagine if pulse chain was, drops to zero, pulse X drops to zero, hex drops to zero. Is that like coming in the not too distant future, or am I just absolutely insane right now? Or is it just is what it is, and we have to deal with it? Hmm. So, what is t-shirt rate? What is okay? So this is the competition, I guess. For some reason, it's Atomic Wallet. I'm not endorsing any of this. It's just I'm just pointing out if people are looking for pure yield in the crypto space, then what was once like industry leading is no more at current prices, mind you. I got bitten by a mozzie right in my knuckle. Are you serious, bro? Like, of all the spots to bite me, you bite me on my knuckle. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. What do you guys reckon? There's probably some other streamers out there, but we've just been destroyed by Solana in terms of pulse. Interesting times indeed. Let's have a look at the broader market. What is going on? Oh, that was a bit of a pullback. Okay, why is everything dying? I think I know why, but is it playing out in real time? I think I'm gonna make a meme coin called gold. Down 1%. That was nice. Interesting. I don't know what's going on, people. I literally made the comparison yesterday that it's 10 times cheaper to invest in something like PulseX versus investment unit. And now I'm like, it's almost the same, which is weird. But the only thing is, if you believe in crypto, that can sort of make you sway towards crypto is the fact that crypto prices could 10x very easily. The investment unit, I can't see 150k investment unit be worth 1.5 milli because the unit that you would be buying, you can clearly see is not. No one's going to pay 1.5 million in it unless the currency gets devalued by 10x, which means anyway, as long as wages were keeping up, it would be okay. But if they weren't and they're the same and everything 10x on you, a $1.4 million house, which would be very nice, would then be 10.4 million. And although you could sell your existing house or houses or cars even, yeah. Interesting. So now the question is, what do we buy? What do I buy? do I just DCA into is that right, people? They need 10 times more. So now it's almost on par. That's really strange. Like, it's almost like crypto is, for this purpose, yield purpose, not that good anymore on PulseX. And that kind of sucks because the yield also is not that good on HEX. And even the meme coin, most, is not performing overly well relative to Trump's token. So I can't help but wonder, maybe we just have to wait and see what is going to happen at the by the time these OA stakes on multiple chains sort of do their thing. Because I'm really curious now what's going to happen next. And I thought the yield was, I guess, trying to attract people to the chain to get activity, but maybe that's not required anymore. Maybe it's the meme platform because that now burns and then PulseX is deflationary. So maybe now it's time in the market. You got to wait a long time for things to go up in value, go up and to the right. Now that is a hard sell. That is a hard sell to people right now. It's like it's almost the unit factor is still there in terms of HEX produces more of itself and goes up. And if you have $10,000, you can't turn $10,000. You can't produce more of itself unless you go to a term deposit kind of sort of thing. And then, but that's interesting anyway. That's different. So you do have that aspect. Then you have Pulse deflationary, Pulse X deflationary. INC is now not deflationary, but it's not minting as much. It's nowhere near deflation. It's actually got the opposite. But I'm speechless as to if I was new in this space right now, with everything crashing and burning, where am I putting my money? I don't trust these, like this example of staking, simply because the price of these tokens are, to me, I don't like them. And I don't like the fact that even though it's high yield, it could pull back severely the price. I have no sort of, I'm not involved in their community. And then we see this pullbacks on everything, even Ethereum. And Bitcoin, everything. Solana, XRP, Doge is back down. Where would I be putting my money right now? This is the thing. I once found this platform most useful for higher yield, very high yield. I don't fully grasp the concept of how this is beneficial to me. Basically, is what I'm thinking. I'm like, my little plan just got decimated, and by 10x, and now I need 10 times more to get back on track. Um, which means I almost need not just 10 times x more to get back on track, because I'm like 10 times 10x is 70% AP. I'm like, no, it's not. Hang on. No, it's not. If I 10x my investment to like based on 1,000, you need, 10,000 to make 788 a year. Oh, that is awful. So you need 100,000 to make 7 grand. You need 1 million now to make it's what this crypto is no fun no more. Unless we see some insane gains, like ginormous gains, like unstoppable gains. Fuck. That's what I'm gonna say. Ugh. That's my official take in an unofficial manner in regards to everything that I ever cover. I need I need 10x. I need 10x so bad. I've been rewarded for holding so long. For so long. I've been rewarded by receiving 1/10 of the fucking reward. Shit. And even if you sold the mad top on the most, and like you put it over the LP, then you got wrecked. Oh my god! what the? I'm just speechless, man. I understand this though, like it cuts inflation and like long term sustainability, etc., etc. Oh my god! Imagine if this is a history lesson. This is why everyone gets mad greedy in but the rates though, it's similar. Hmm. Is our internet money better than their internet money? What's the yield on HEX now, people? Yeah, what the fuck, bro? This is crazy. Now, what did I miss in Hexaco? I can't help but think something insane is coming. Or it's just super bad and I'm delusional. Oh. All right, I'm gonna leave it here, I reckon, and yeah. Is this good? Is this good or bad news? I have no idea. I don't know. I want to see some other people's take on this. Like, how can you spin currently, currently, uh, the actual yield, which is comparable to Solana staking? like I said, where's the most X's in theory? In theory, where's the most X's? Like, is this what is coming? Like, okay, what else can be cut next? All right, so HEX has been cut, yield's been cut. Can prices be cut anymore? I thought yield went down, price went up. Yield went down a little bit, price went up a little bit. Maybe that's what's coming for HEX, and HEX just rockets back to glory days, and then it becomes the most valuable. But that's like a Hexagon version of events. People might also argue they want pulse chain to pump the hardest, because then that way that pulls up the chain and hopefully pulls up everything else in terms of prices. And then if you're a Hexagon maxi, you want like Hex to do its thing, you get more Hex because you staked out the longest, you got ladders rolling. As they end, it would encourage people with liquid bags to stake, hopefully, because they'll be getting more of it. And then the price hopefully would appreciate if everyone was staked. Would it be enough to pull up the chain? Hopefully, which in return could pull up the price of INC if everything's bonded and paired. Liquidity wise, I'm not so sure what to do now. I'm torn between, if especially with a stable and pulse, because if I foresee large moves in the future, maybe it's worth just putting it all. We got two options: all into stables, which or maybe or all into potion, which is like not probably the worst move if you're a trader. You know, sit and watch price movement. You could probably do okay, maybe, but then you're not getting any. So, what are the other platforms? Are they following suit? Let's have a look. Where? Oh, where? Was it Fame? Where? Oh, where can I get some yield? Where? Oh, where can I get some yield? What the fuck? Are we mowing? Are we mowing? Let's run an INC inflation analysis. Are we mowing? Are we mowing? In the jungle, the fucked up jungle, I just got wrecked for you at the moment. What the fuck's coming next? Are we mowing? Are we mowing? Are we mowing? Hope you like my singing, people. Fuck. Come on. This is crazy, man. Use the L. So APY over here is not better. 7%. Okay. Now, any other platforms? I can't think of any, man. Okay, so hasn't changed too drastically, but the price has been cut, basically. Oh, sorry, the daily inflation rate. Current daily inflation rate is 0.1. Is that right? Yeah, what's that? What's right? I have to go back to my other streams and figure out what it was, bro. Maybe that's so I can keep not so I can keep like paying out basically, you know. Otherwise, don't know. I'm speechless, mate. Speechless. Hmm. Just as I was saying, though, you know, crypto might be the thing that can help people who are struggling. I hope it does. Hmm. Is that right? One TXO. What's happening next? Come on. Something happened. Well, stuff is happening, but it's not like what I envisioned. All right, I'm going to leave this running. As I said, continuation on from whatever's taking place. We shall see if we get any news updates or otherwise. Because yeah, people are. So if you're selling HEX to chase ink, you're a dumb mofo. Is that what people are doing? Sorry. Oh, there you go. That's a positive though. Yeah, this is. Am I that brainwashed? Am I that brainwashed where I'm like, this fucking sucks so hard. This sucks so hard, and then it's like, then the price does like 100x. I'm like, it's not too bad. Oh, all right. I'm doing nothing. I am not reacting to this at all. I am sticking to my plan, and although, oh, 8%. It's interesting. Please, X, tell me what to think. All right. I like this. I like this thought. You know. Yeah. What's happening, Red Squirrel? You seen the whatever's going on? What do you think? Low liquidity plus a case dismissal equals HEX price go up. If HEX price go up, extra, etc., etc. However, what if no case dismissal? Then what? And low liquidity lower. Okay, good point of view. What if ink goes to 4,000? So that's then your whatever you're holding in ink is pretty valuable, and everything else I'd imagine would go up, and then it wouldn't be the end of the world. Quite before the storm. Pulling liquidity. People freaking out. Where the chemtrails go. So yeah, but now we've got deflationary plus Hart's law, which is good. See, what you currently see doesn't always tell the full story. As INC price goes up, more orders will sell. Farmers are giving, so it's harder to get. So the strategy behind using INC to create more INC farms, it's not a bad idea now. You're holding on to your INC. If price does a 50x, that's okay. What does that mean? Yeah, interesting. We need to hear from others. Oh, shit. That's a good point, Red Screw. True. Well, I'm just thinking about stakes that are ending now. It's like I was gonna make some LP farms, get some U, and I was like, I don't know, fuck. Yeah, is that? But money goes to where it's traded best, right? So if it's not treated that good, what is the message? Oh, is it? I didn't even check that. Good point. V2. Where's the toggle switch? Toggle switch. Da, 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 da. Is it much better on V2? Well, anyway, I want to leave this running. Fire's been lit. How much is going to burn? We're mooning. Are we though? Are we really? Hence the term fear, uncertainty, and doubt. What if, for instance, what if the case is thrown out and it does? Yeah, this is a good message, bro. I tell you. Yeah, hold on to your bags. Luckily, there's a thing that can stop and save you from yourself. But here's a what if you, for instance, find out that some case is dismissed or some case is ruled favorably. And what if the price doesn't pump then? Then what? What's the next talking point after that? In the along the lines of thinking that that was the cause of the price go down, which I no doubt I believe it was. Um, yeah, that'd be good if it was a crystal ball. Less ink means less incentive. Lower liquidity. Okay, maybe. Is it really the message to pull that, not pull LP, but remove it? Because less LP would be then harder to sell, maybe as well, if there is a huge pump. I guess you could enter back in. Your position would be like, oh, as you're trading over, if you wanted to go in stables, you're trading over two stables, it would then reward the that farm. Price of INC could be through the roof. Maybe okay. But then is it like a stab you in the back move? It's like you could be encouraged to do one thing, enticed, seduced, and then it turns on you. Interesting decisions people have to make. Hmm. Supply shock for all core coins on Pulse Chain. Okay, so we're cranking the handle like a jack in the box. It feels like, which could cause an unholy green candle. People are buying ink, maybe because it's cheaper. If it goes up higher, it's cheaper now. You buy that shit up, and then later on, well, the price goes up. You can then buy other stuff. Assuming people want to buy other stuff now. I guess my take is if you're rushing, to buy all of the INC, to me you'd be rushing to, because the assumption is if INC is going up, everything else is going up. Like, to me, that's the assumption. INC is not pulling everything up. It's lack of price go up, pulse chain, price go up, pulse X, price go up in HEX. INC goes up somehow. Hart's law, blah blah blah. Then you're farming INC, which you get for free, basically, at risk of impermanent loss. Do it safely, do it wisely. No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about the stable farms. Ooh. Hmm. Now it's like 50%. I already had in the stable farm, you're already sort of hedging yourself. It's like maybe I need to hedge the farms or just do nothing. Was that before the fucking he got cut? What is these $500? People in the Irish ecosystem. Bullish. Time will tell. Hmm. There we go. This would be a good take. Okay. So it's healthier for the system to be stable long term. It's a fair point. What's that? Seeds. Dust Bowl. Oof. Okay. I'm not so sure a high yield pulse X would, that produce more of itself. Wouldn't that be? No. Okay, here we go. It's a good one. So some people pull 17 up. What's your thoughts on this whole debacle? Not this whole situation with the INC. I understand scarcity. It's a long term mindset, though, very long term. People pull their farms. People pull their farms. Yield goes up. Okay. INC sell pressure drastically reduces. INC price will rise. Yep, yield goes up. Smaller LPs make core coin price more volatile and easy to move. Price go up. Yield goes up. In short, INC inflation has been reduced. Well, I don't disagree with this analysis here, but it's like sounds like a win-win unless 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 and it's a big unless, it's very negative, but if you were getting high INC payout, say right now, then you just lost. That's a loss right there. You can't pretend that. You can't use win-win when there's clearly a loss. Because in theory, these sentences make sense. However, there is the possibility that doesn't come to fruition. What if one doesn't take place, yield does not go up? What if two doesn't take place, yield does not go up? What if three doesn't take place, yield does not go up? And then you will see basically a very neutral position. So it will not change. And then it would require other factors to increase. But it's a fair point, though. Now, this is interesting take. If something starts making moves, okay, we could see some insane sort of price movements. Okay. And then tie that into the other 3 points I mentioned, possibly okay again, but that's my gut feel. Pump coming soon. I'm not sure how, and that's what I like, not knowing, because it's like if it's not true and I just think it's pump coming soon, it's not. No, and I can't logically think it through. Um, it's a more of a worry. But yeah, I agree. There's a method to the madness. It's not just like I'm just gonna cut some disincentivize everything across the board, unless you know. I don't know. All right, I think I've seen enough for today. I'll let this one play out. Actually, no, I'll end it here and then I'll come back later on in the day and just see what's going on. Because what I'm seeing is nothing's going to take place immediately. And the only reason that this would self correct itself would be if we see large, very large price movements from these core tokens. And it's going to be different because INC has just become a whole lot more rare, which makes me less inclined to want to sell it to buy anything else if that was going to be my play. Um, but it's good though that it has gone up in price. But then it's like now I'm sitting on something that's super like rare-ish, and I was like, oh, do I want to get rid of this thing? Hmm. Don't know, people. All right. Well, I want to head off. Hopefully, you'll have a good day. Hopefully, you're not waking up to an absolute nightmare. Because it'll pass. It'll pass. Method to your madness, but yeah.